We have on our fall ball, we changed rules up to get the little pitchers a little more action. It's a little more relaxed and not as competitive, and we're bringing players in, and we concentrate on pitching, and we have a lot more hands-on instruction. It's the repetition we offer that we don't offer during the spring season because it's such a concentrated season and we're playing games all the time.
This is Jaden Melanson at the plate. Jaden is batting with 2 outs. Josh and Lisa, his parents. He's a 7-year-old first grader, and he's taking his practice swings, and he's ready to get on base to help his team out as that ball is going to be rolled foul. And, you know, I guess it's always, I know you have to quit playing league play for All-Stars, but it's like school just lets out and the season's over with. But there's really nothing you can do about it, is it?
I blame that on the schools. Whenever I was playing when I was younger, we didn't go all the way to June, so it does seem that way, but it really is unfair. But you know, you've only got 2.5 months to do your All-Stars, and then we're actually starting back in fall ball in August. That's when we're registering in August for fall ball, and you can join us at ascensionbaseball.org to find out more details.
Yeah, I wanted to mention that too. Anybody that's looking for any kind of information, you got a nice website. You've got all the teams up there, the rosters, the schedules, and stuff like that. Whoever's in charge of the Ascension Baseball website does a really good job of keeping on top of it.
And also, like I was saying earlier, Ascension Parish is baseball rich. It's not just recreation ball play taking place. There's plenty of travel teams, tournament teams, and we share these facilities with these other teams. In fact, there was weekend tournament play this past weekend, and we all talk to each other and coordinate together.
But Dean, we really do appreciate what you've done for us by putting this 7- and 8-year-old night together for this doubleheader. We look forward to coming back next week and possibly once during the All-Stars as we try to get some of these games going on the E-Tail Game of the Week, as that's going to be a base hit for Jaden Melanson. And that was a pretty nice play because that's a long throw from the third baseman.
Long throw.
Now, do you coach a league team, and if so, what age group?
I'm actually coaching a 16, 18-year-old team. My son is 17 years old, and he's getting on the wrong side. I'm sorry. And as a league president this year, I decided to go and get back involved in T-ball. So I'm actually coaching my nephew in 5- and 6-year-old T-ball, and that's been very entertaining. Like I said, I wasn't expecting that.
Aiden Fountain is the batter now. Aiden's parents are Chris and Swan. He's a 7-year-old, and he's the only player on the Phillies team that's got a jump on his teammates. He's in the 2nd grade. Goes to Santa Maria Primary. Get a look at Aiden Fountain as a teammate down at first base with 2 outs here in the inning. Most of your All-Stars, I think you have the 11-year-old state tournament here, but everything else is going to be traveling in baseball.
Well, in the Babe Ruth League and Cal Ripken, we're going to be traveling to Addis for our district games. That's in the late part of June. After district, everybody moves on to state. It's essentially going to be July 4th weekend or early July. And if they win, they're able to advance to a regional tournament. And a lot of those tournaments are in Texas or Arkansas, and some are in Louisiana. We're actually looking forward to next year hosting the 9-year-old regional tournament, or might be the 10-year-old regional tournament. I'd have to look at the paperwork. It's a year away. I know that.
And that would be teams from how many different states?
There's about 8 to 10 teams from 8 different states.
So that'll be in July of next year.
Late July of next year. We're really looking forward to that. It'd be a real boost to our program.
Playing here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Boy, I know when we first got here, when you got a first game ending, a second game getting ready to start, you get big crowds out here, don't you? Oh,
there's always a big crowd here at Stevens Park, and there's always big crowds at Paula Park. I'm not going to say the parents fall off when they get to be in high school and in middle school.
But it slows down, doesn't it?
But it does slow down a little bit. There's not as much pitcher taking on the older fields, I can tell you that.
I was really amazed when I looked at the website of the 3 and 4-year-olds and the 5 and 6s. I was just amazed with 30 teams or whatever in those leagues. This is going to be a fair ball. Let's see if they can make a play. They're going to throw to first, but it won't be in time.
That ball just died in the dirt right there. He made a good play on it, though.
Aiden Fountain is going to end up. Watch this swing and watch the result. That's all he needed to get a base hit. They did all they could defensively to try to make the play.
Catcher made an excellent play. It just died.
Braden Mathis jumped on it. Here is Kyle Temple. Kyle's mom, Lisa. He's a 7th grader, or 7-year-old, first grader. Goes to Dutchtown Primary.
I'm liking the artwork on the hat.
Yeah, there you go. I like these little uniforms like this Phillies with the scripted Phillies, just like the big league team. Here's a ground ball to third. That's going to be a race to the bag, and that's going to do it. Dean, we want to thank you for stopping by, and we really appreciate everything that you've done to help us here, and we look forward to working with you again in the future.
Thanks for all the detail to us.
All right, thank you, and that is after 2 innings of play in this 7-under baseball game. You're watching the ETEL Game of the Week.
What's going on here?
With ETEL's new Lightwave TV, we have 5 times more DVR space, more HD channels, and we can watch TV in any room in the house with 1 DVR. Shh. We're gonna need a bigger sofa.
And a bigger towel.
ETEL, we bring you there.
Pizza? Seriously? On a machete?
And we're back after 2 innings out here at Stevens Park. We've got 7-year-old baseball. This is a machine pitch league with the Phillies and Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks batting now in the 3rd inning. And let's see where the Diamondbacks are, as this should be Cameron leading it off. Taking his practice swings.
It's a very good interview, Mr. Boudreau. You know, that guy does a good job. He's very enthusiastic about the programs here. And while you're interviewing us walking around this park, it is packed. Every field has people everywhere.
Cameron Thrash, the batter. Well, actually, we got number 9 is at the plate, but I don't have a number 9. So I'm assuming number 6, Cameron Thrash, is the batter. Oh, he's number 9 on the roster, Cameron Thrash.
Yeah, I have number 9 there.
I had him as number 9 off of the website. That's what the problem is for me. He's a 7-year-old. He goes to Galvez. So Cameron Thrash. Got a little over 20 minutes left in this ball game. Our first game was an 8-year-old ABC baseball game. Again, if you want any information, you can go to www.ascensionbaseball.org to find out some information on what's going on. Different age groups, they've got the schedules up, rosters.
The thing about Cameron, he has a brightly colored bat. Orange.
Looks down, checks to make sure his feet are in the batter's box, and gets a nice healthy cut.
They all like to come up there and take their swings.
On deck is Brad Landry. And we got our first out of the 3rd inning. Our first game went into extra innings. As the president, Dean Mayo, said, this is a part of the tournament for the 7-year-olds. As they've already started their league tournament, all of the age groups have league tournaments to wrap things up. This big slugger is Brad Landry. Chad Landry.
Chad.
His dad, 7 years old. Oak Grove is the school he attends. Nice look at Brad. He'll try to get something started here for the D-backs in the 3rd.
Determined look on his face. Look at that look right there. Put that ball over the plate. Give me a swing.
So 1 out in the inning. We've had some good defensive plays in both ball games. Aggressive base running, which you see at this 7- and 8-year-old level. And this pitch is going to scatter him in the stands off to the third base side.
It went in the stands, scattered a few fans.
Those fans didn't look like anyone of that group was very anxious to try to catch that little foul ball.
No, they were trying to get away from it.
They were all moving out of the way.
One had a glove.
There's Brad. Scattered him. See what he can do now.
Whoa, right at us.
Foul straight back.
Hanging tough in there, Brad.
Phillies and the D-backs. 7-year-olds and the 8-year-olds. Both leagues play coach's machine pitch. And this ball put in play to shortstop. And Brad is going to scoot down the line, and Brad has got a base hit in the third inning.
I tell you what, Brad took a few good swings at it, fouled a couple of pitches off, got the pitch he liked right there, slammed it toward shortstop for a base hit.
And Brad, foot on the bag, ready to go. This is Alex Ockman. Nice cut by Alex. Cullen and Andy Ockman, his parents, 7 years old. He goes to St. John's. And Alex is my favorite player of the ball game.
Tell us why?
I'll tell you right after this pitch.
I can guess.
And hits one right side, fielded by the pitcher, knocked down, and Alex is going to beat it out as the throw is going to get away, and runners are going to end up at second and third, or actually first and third, as Alex just stayed at first base. But Alex put it down on the right side and beat it out.
Yes, he did. Ball gets away, runner goes to third.
So Alex is going to be the base runner at first base. Alex's favorite team is the Astros. Batter now is going to be Brock Poche, and Brock puts it in play. Brock hustles down that line, throw to first, got the out, but the run will score. Brad Landry comes in to score, throw to third, throw it away, and here comes Alex. Arms are swinging, throw is offline, and Alex scores.
I got wild right there. Alex, right, shake your head, man. Put that fist up in the air, you got that run, brother.
Alex scores all the way from first base on that ground ball.
See it right there, the throw is going to go to first for the out right there, and now the action is going to start. The first baseman trying to run the guy down. He's going to throw it over the third baseman's head. And here comes our young man, Ohms waving, and he is going to score.
Kason Johnson now the batter. Kason's hobby includes baseball. He's a Boston Red Sox fan, and he gets a base hit over the shortstop's head. And Kason's going to pull up at first base with a base hit. So first pitch swinging was Kason.
The catcher was coming up to hit with his gear on, man. He was ready.
Batter's going to be Braden Mathis.
Coming up here, his catcher's leggings on. He was ready to hit. Wants to get up there and get a base hit.
So the batter now is Braden Mathis. His hobby is what he's doing right now, playing baseball. LSU fan. Plays for the ABC 7-year-old Diamondbacks. Back toward the mound. Oh, I mean, he is scooting down that line. Safe at first base. Runner's going to break for third base. The throw is going to be throw it away. A run's going to score.
It'll be a repeat.
And Braden is going to end up going to third base as the throw home won't be in time. Boy, the D-backs are running wild on the bases.
I tell you one thing, that was all set up by Braden right there. He can scoot down that first base line. You can see it right here. Time the pitcher fields the ball. Braden has it beat out. The first baseman right here is now going to get the ball and start to charge. He's going to make the bad throw over the third baseman's head, and you're going to see one run score, and Braden end up at third.
Jaden Bleakley now the batter, fouls the first pitch off. Jaden's hobby is like a lot of young men. He's a video gamer. He likes to play video games. He's also an LSU fan. Got a determined look on his face as he gets ready to hit with 2 outs and a teammate down at third base. Oh! Boy, that ball came up off the side of the pitcher. Run is going to score, and fortunately everybody is okay as that ball went off of David Flynn Jr., and he's all right. Boy, that's a tough guy.
I tell you what, he's got to be tough.
He's showing the ball went off the side of his head.
Right there.
And that's a tough play by that young man.
Very good play. I tell you what, just be standing right there again.
A lot of 7-year-olds right now, they'd be down.
Going to the dugout.
They would be down as the batter now is Tyler Barriant. Tyler's dad, the head coach. Ground ball to shortstop.
Boy, they're hitting that ball.
D-backs are starting to swing it now. They're putting the ball in play.
Every one of them.
Tyler made that happen in a hurry.
See the ball right there, base hit into center field. Runner safe at second, also at first.
Tyler likes sports and fishing. The batter now is going to be Michael Brizard, who's had a good job at first base. This pop-up is going to be a foul ball. Michael had to jump out of the way of it. So Michael's going to come back and get a chance to bat again. Dad, one of the coaches for the D-backs. Shane and Cindy are his parents. Michael likes sports, and he's got a base hit right here, and the D-backs are just piling it on right now. Here comes 1 run. They're going to wave another run. 2 more runs scored. Boy, what a big inning it is for the D-backs as they have opened this one up.
I tell you, Lyle, they have done it by putting the ball in play. They have really hit the ball hard here in this inning. Man, that ball was well hit in the left field.
So, batter now is going to be Gavin Phillips.
Oh, he tagged that first pitch
Just
too.
about wiped out his own dugout on that swing.
Till it comes to this ball game, the Phillies had won an 8-game winning streak. And tell you what, they're taking it to them.
Eight runs now for the D-backs. They've opened up an 8-3 ball game. Gavin, since Dutchtown, 7 years old, sports fan, and a Texas A&M fan. Rolls one to shortstop, and he's going to be safe. Runners are on the corners, and right now, the Diamondbacks are red hot.
They are that. They're putting the ball on the plate, and they're making the plays. See the ball hit right here. Good swing right there, right down the third base line. Shortstop, he can't handle it. The runner goes into third base. Runners at first and third.
Cameron Dean now the batter. Cameron puts this one in play, but it's going to roll foul. Cameron's mom is Nicole Savoy. As the runners retreat back to their bases. Runners are going to be at first and third as Cameron steps back in the batter's box. Cameron likes fishing, hunting, and playing ball, and he's an LSU fan. And he hits this one back where the pitcher is going to tag him out on the way to first base, and that will retire the side. And the Phillies are going to be coming to bat with some work to do, as this is going to be the third out of the inning.
Good job right there, running, not throwing the ball, making sure of the out.
And David Flynn Jr. took that one himself and made the tag. 7-year-old machine pitch baseball for ABC here in Ascension Parish. Here are the teams. It's the Bats, the Bulldogs, the Blue Jays, the Cubs, D-backs. We're seeing them right now. They are having their way. Marlins, Orioles, Phillies got some work to do, and Vipers. 9 teams comprise the 7-year-olds in Ascension Parish ABC ball. 6 innings are a 1-hour time limit. Bases are 60 feet apart. Pretty much the same rules as the 8-year-olds. 7 runs per inning limit. The 8-year-olds have 6 runs per inning. 10-run rule after 4, and you get 6 pitches per at-bat or 3 strikes. And right now, the Phillies are going to come up to bat with some work to do, as we got about 9 minutes left. So if they get something going in this inning, they need to try and get across 6 runs. So pretty much, I think, for the Phillies right now to come up with a win in this tournament ball game, they are going to need to bat around and then some.
They're going to have to do that at least.
Don't miss, coming up, we've got Gonzales Lassie League, the 6-year-olds. It'll be 6 and under coaches pitch softball. Actually, it's a combination of T-ball and coaches pitch. Then the 8-year-olds, which is coaches pitch. That's coming up on the ETEL game of the week, which you can see Saturdays at 4, Sundays at 5, and Tuesdays and Thursdays at 2 o'clock.
Well, that was interesting, Mike said, and just the number of people that participate, you know, in softball and baseball here. That number's staggering, man.
Well, I think the number that shocks me the most, looking at it up on the website, is the 3 and 4-year-olds.
Yeah, you said that number
30
too.
teams.
Yeah.
And then the 5 and 6-year-olds also. Of course, that's co-ed. That is some kind of turnout.
That's unbelievable.
This is going to be Mason Miles. I think this is Ike Young.
Number 11, it's Ike.
Let's see what we got here. Ike Young is going to be the batter, and Ike is going to hit a roller third base side. That's going to be a foul ball. So Ike's going to retreat back to the plate. There is the machine that does the pitching. Batter Ike Young. Mike and Loretta, his parents, 7th grader, or 7 years old, a 1st grader at Prairieville Primary. Stands out in front of the plate and pops this one up. And it is going to be off the glove and a base hit. So Ike Young starts the 3rd off with a hit.
And so they need some base runners. Ike just popped the ball right at the shortstop, wasn't able to handle it. So Ike's going to run at first base, getting a high five from his coach. And there it is right there, falling between the shortstop and the 3rd baseman.
Hit it just far enough where it could be a base hit. Batter now, Gavin Gregoire, began the game and scored a run.
He hit a line shot to start this game off.
Gavin likes baseball, football, and fishing. Likes LSU and Tyler Moore, his favorite player, and he's got another base hit. Runner's going to stop at second base, and oh my, forgetting the stop was Ike, and they are going to tag Ike out for the 1st out of the inning.
I tell you, that's tough for those kids right there, too. You know, this is overran a bag right. This is something a youngster would just normally do. Good job of the fielder right there. That's the throw in. Overrun. He thought he was going to go to 30. He didn't know who had the ball.
Well, they made it easy for Ray Thomas to make the tag. And with 1 out in the inning, here is David Flynn Jr. David hits the first pitch, right field. That's a base hit. It's going to roll. Gavin Gregoire is going to head to second base. David's going to head to second base. Run's going to come in to score as David Flynn hit it to right field.
There with David Flynn got all of that ball right there, a line drive. Lionel Gregoire, can see the shot right there, rolls out there, gets by all the fielders. Gregoire was on a run. He came all the way around to score.
That was some nice hustle by Cameron Dean as he ran that ball down, holding David Flynn to a double. So David now is at second base. He likes baseball, golf, and 4-wheeling.
Trying to get a hitter up here.
And a runner at second base, David Flynn Jr. likes the St. Louis Cardinals. There's David. He's the young man that took one off the side of the head.
He's tough, we know that.
In the top half of this inning. So he's bouncing back. Batter now is going to be Anthony Salzarulo. Anthony likes baseball and football. He is a Pittsburgh Pirate fan, likes Andrew McCutcheon. Takes a nice healthy cut at that first pitch. Anthony goes to Santa Maria Primary. Just about all these players in this ball game are in the 1st grade. So they're all heading to the 2nd grade. Runner down at second base. That is David Flynn Jr. with 1 out. Pitcher ready to go and wind up and pitch. Nice swing by Anthony. The on-deck batter is Daniel Sears.
How many of these youngsters actually sit down and watch an entire 9-inning Major League Baseball game?
Oh, I'm sure not many. I mean, there's just too many other things to go out and do.
Correct. If you want to watch baseball, you can watch every night of the week, all night long.
Nice swing by Anthony. Anthony gets some encouragement from his third base coach, Clay Frederick. Taking in all the encouragement from his teammates and fans. Little roll of right side.
Hey.
Throw to first base, not in time.
Keeping it alive. Here comes another
run. Run to score. Hustling all the way as David Flynn never stopped. And David comes in to score as Anthony's going to be safe at first base.
Hey, a little rally together by the Phillies right here. See the hit right there, right back to the pitcher. Easy out, couldn't handle it. And it's safe.
Daniel Spears now the batter. Daniel likes swimming, baseball, football. And how about this for a hobby? That young man likes picking on his little sister. He's going to head to first base. Throw is going to not get him. He's safe. So good hustle by Daniel. Made it safely to first base, and the rally continues as the Phillies, they're not going to go down easy.
Not at all. Both 2 times in a row, the game should be over. Ball hit right there back to the pitcher. They cannot make the play. Now we have a little conference.
But the D-backs want to talk about it as they want to try to settle things down. There's only 3 minutes left in this ball game and only 1 out. So they bat for a whole lot longer.
Well, they got runners at first and second, only 1 out. Lead cut down to 8-5. I think this game's a long way from over.
So it's an 8-5 ball game right now. It's going to be Nicholas Frederick's going to be the batter. Nicholas enjoys baseball, basketball, fishing, playing outside, and Xbox. Don't hear a lot of people like playing outside anymore.
Not many.
And he's a big New Orleans Saints fan. Drew Brees, Darren Sproles, and Jimmy Graham. He also likes LSU, and, of course, he likes the Phillies.
You'd have to cheer for somebody else other than Sproles this year. Maybe the new guy they picked up, the first-round draft choice, Cooks.
So, lots of favorites for Nick Frederick.
Whoa.
Boy, he aggressively went after that pitch, fouled it off to the right side.
And a good swing.
Phillies trying to rally from now down by 3. They got runners at first and second. This is a tournament game. Only 1 out in the inning. Time on the clock shows 2 minutes left in the ball game. Ground ball right side, fielded by the first baseman, steps on the bag. Runners are going to advance to second and third. Throw to the plate's going to be away. Run will score. Runner takes off for third and is safe. And it's a 2-run ball game.
Coach was begging for the run, overran the bag, was begging for it to be the 3rd out. Umpire said no way.
Wyatt Stafford now the batter. As we look at the swing by Nick Frederick.
See it right there. Good job with the first baseman. You got him. Tag it. 2 outs. Just held the ball a little bit too long.
So Wyatt now in the batter's box. There's Wyatt. Alvin and Angela are his parents. Baseball and football are his hobbies. LSU and the Saints. Drew Brees is his favorite player. And a nice swing by Wyatt. Clock is counting down, 50 seconds left. If you're the D-backs, do you stall right here?
I think they're going to get their last bat, though. I think they can't stop this team at bat. I don't think.
Well, they're gonna finish the at-bat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But what I'm saying is they would get the out before it's over with. They'd have to go to another inning. That's why I said about the stall.
That's true.
Clock running with 25 seconds left. Don't normally see this in baseball where you look at the clock.
Yeah, it's kill time.
2 outs, runner at third. Tying run is at the plate. And
Clock's going to
clock's going to run out before the next pitch, so I'm assuming that this is going to be the third out will be the end of the ball game unless we get our second tie of the night.